Well, all right. I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible. Um, this is a subject I like to talk about quite a bit. On top of my military collecting and everything else that I collect and do, one of my many other hobbies is metal detecting. I got some okay metal detectors, not really expensive ones, pinpointers, diggers, and all that fun stuff. And my dream has been to get up on some property and take a look around for things, up here in the Sierra Nevadas. A lot of history that like people outside the area might not know about, and it can be explained in later videos if I get. I'm pretty sure I will. But anyways, this spur came from a discussion that I had with a church member on the 4th of July during our annual picnic. Um, I just brought up the fact that I like to metal detect. I like to go hunting for items out in the wilderness. I found a lot of things that way. I'll do some videos on that maybe later on. But the subject came up of spurs because remember that lot that I purchased not too long ago. Um, well, that wasn't on the 4th of July, so I take that back. But we were talking mostly about just outdoors adventures and wanting to metal detect. And he mentioned that he had a section of what was once a large homestead ranch that was divided up. And I know where it is, and I've wanted to go, you know, uh, metal detecting on the property for a long time, but I didn't know the people who owned it because a bunch of people do, and a lot of them don't live in the area. They just can have it. They lease it out for cattle, which I don't like metal detecting on cattlemen's property because the holes you can dig, if it's not filled in properly, can hurt their cattle, and I'm not going to be blamed for anything like that. I stay far away from things as possible. But he told me that he would bring a spur to church for me to look at, and if I can identify it. And I thought he was just wanting to show it to me, so I told him what it was. This is like a late 1890s, no earlier than 1915 uh, spur, California spur, just from design, similar to the one I just picked up, but not the same. You can see some designs in there, crusted with some rust. The rowel doesn't move, but I'm going to take care of that. Now, I don't want to hear anything about taking the value away from it and stripping history, because the rusty red rust like this means it's been out of the ground and the metal is deteriorating, and that's what I want to stop. So it might just be a conservation to stop the red rust, but it's going to be cleaned up a little bit, and I know about conservation and restorations. Anyways, back to the story. He gave it to me, so this is now mine for my collection. And I also got an invitation to go metal detect on the property. So there is a remote chance of finding the match to this one, in the location where he said he found this one. Now he started naming off all kinds of these incredible finds that he was picking up off the ground without digging. He said there was a church on the site at one time. The building's been, it's rotted or gone, torn down a long time ago, and there was a general store there. But he was talking about mining equipment like not axes, but pickaxes, shovels, gold pans, because this area around the river the San Joaquin River that goes through is known for gold. People prospect for gold up here all the time. And I'm going to kind of shorten this up a little bit. I'm going to get the opportunity to go out to his house and metal detect. He said I can come out anytime. But the stuff that he said he gave away for scrap to someone who comes and mows his once in a while, is just incredible. And I told him, I said, there's value in that. Use it for yard art, antiques. People up here decorate with old industrial equipment. Things that were used building the dams up here, the power stations, cattle things, lumber. It was a big lumber area at one time. That's what made the town small, is when the lumber industry got shut down by this country club conservationist. I'm not going to mention any names. That it was, basically a ghost town. It used to be a thriving metropolis here of loggers and power people. The only people that are left are the people that work at the power plants and work on the lakes there with their turbines and all that. But anyways, hopefully I can get some videos coming pretty soon. I don't wait till the heat goes down a little bit. I'm not going to go out in 200-degree weather, but he said there's old outhouse sites, everything that an archaeologist, call them urban or novice archaeologist, can want to look for. No telling what I'll find out there. But after I get this one taken care of, I'll put another video up showing it better. The less handling, the better. But nice piece of history there. And if I can get the name of the people on the ranch, I might be able to track down or obtain some type of old photos of who had these. And as soon as I get the rust cleaned off, I could possibly come up with a maker's mark or name. Got a couple of mine, but I don't want to name them off because I might be wrong. But thought y'all might be interested in it. I don't know who is with metal detecting and things like that. But there's more to this channel than just going to garage sales and picking up finds. So keep an eye out for more videos. Hopefully this gets your interest peaked a little bit. If you haven't had the opportunity, like and subscribe. And I want to thank all of the new subscribers for coming over and bringing friends. Man, that helped out a lot, and I really appreciate it. Not just saying that. I try to answer all of the messages that come in, all the comments that come in. So don't feel like I won't. I will. No matter how big I get, I'll still reply to comments. So, or even if you have any other ideas what this spur manufacturer could be, let me know. I like learning new things from knowledgeable people. So with that being said, I'm going to say goodbye for this video, and I'll talk to you soon, hopefully from the field, as soon as it quits being 115 outside. So everybody have a safe week, and we'll see you